Been fusing up the newest glass by CBS called Crinkle. I really like what it does. I've fused every color and every texture and every effect CBS has ever made, I think. I have over 550 samples, so it's quite possible. Let's put it that way. Anyway, these are the new colors. They're not yet on the street yet. And by the way, if you go to my eBay under Indiana Glass Man, you can buy this crinkle glass right now. So anyway, I'll go over some of these colors, because there's a couple of them that are incredible. In fact, let me see my chart. I had to write down these colors. The first row is COE. The first three rows, by the way, are COE 90. First row is violet. Come out really good. I'm really pleased with that color. This is violet, the top row. Second row is salmon. And I really like it. In fact, look at all three of these colors together. They're really gorgeous. All three of these. Row 1 is violet, row 2 is salmon, row 3 is green pink. Of those three, the green pink did more crinkle than any of them. And if you want to know which one's the best crinkling of all the glass, number 1 is aqua, coefficient 90, and the next best is coefficient 96, and it's the cyan copper, which you're going to see here in a second. Okay, now this next row is green magenta. The next four colors, the next four colors that you see here right now are coefficient 96. So this one here is green magenta, clear on black. The background is black, in other words. The dichro is clear. The dichro is coated on clear glass. I turned them all upside down in this case for the most part, except for, let's see if we can find one, right there. Those two, you can see those are dichro up. Next one is yellow blue. Yellow blue crinkled up pretty, well, fairly good. Looks a lot like Splinter, maybe a little bit more exaggerated than Splinter. Splinter is the same as Rainbow 3. Here's one that did a nice crinkle. Let's see if I can get my camera to go close. Yep. I'm reaching the end of its rope there. That's a pretty good crinkle effect for yellow blue. Coefficient 96. Next row is cyan dark red. Really nice. Love this red. It did a pretty good job of crinkling. Some of them, I've seen there's two different kinds of crinkling. Some of them are really exaggerated, and the other one look like tiny little barrels. Looks like looking under a microscope or something and looking at spores, some type of plant life. When you look at these really close, like that one. That's got a different effect than this next row, which is the cyan copper. And you can see the dramatic difference. That is really gnarly. That is really crinkled up. So by far, there's cyan copper up. Here's cyan copper down. Well, you can see the left and the right. The left is the dichroic texture, the coated side up, and the other one is down. I way prefer the down, even though they're recommending you to try it up. Look at those effects. So the cyan copper really crinkles up. By the way, if you haven't, well, you haven't fused this yet, this crinkle glass likes a little bit hotter heat than normal, so be prepared on that. If you're using fiber paper, you may only get one firing. If you're doing kiln wash, you may only get a couple of them, because on the bottom of your cabs it wants to soak up your kiln wash, which means you're going to have to do your plates more often. So We got 3 colors of 90 up on the top row, single rows of cabs. Row 1 is violet, row 2 is salmon, row 3 is green pink. Row 4 and 5 is green magenta, 6 and 7 is yellow blue, 7 and 8 is cyan dark red. Maybe I'm getting these wrong. There's got to be 11 here. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, there's 11. So anyway, I think you could see the breakdown. The last 4 is coefficient 96, or the last 4 colors, coefficient 96. This crinkle is really a fun glass, and it has its own color spectrum. It may or may not follow what you're typically used to. The cyan copper would be typical, of course. That looks typical, and the cyan red looks typical. The yellow blue, I don't know. I think the yellow blue is a little bit different. I think the green magenta is a little different. Definitely, I believe the 90s are all 3 different. The violet and the top row and the next row being the salmon. Salmon breaks all the rules. I've never seen salmon look that gorgeous. And the green pink, real pretty. In fact, these 3 colors together, I think they're stunning. I think they're absolutely a winning combination with a little bit of silver, regular silver or green magenta blue involved. Would really be dynamic if you're into making cabochons. So check out my my website at allthingsdichroic.com. Go to my eBay under Indiana Glass Man, and you can participate by buying Crinkle right now. If you like my videos, please give me a star or 2 or email me. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.